Now, Jackbox Party Pack, to be specific, is the game that we're looking at today, Donald. And You Don't Know Jack has a long and storied history of being a somewhat oddball quiz game. I remember playing it, I want to say 15 years ago, and I reckon it would have been 15 years ago.
It has been kicking around forever, and it has been delighting sort of small circles and parties for ever so long. And indeed, recent You Don't Know Jack games have been released exclusively in America for the delight of their company, but not necessarily for Australia.
Because
until now.
Yeah, well, a lot of the cultural references are American.
Oh, totally.
Especially when we're talking about You Don't Know Jack specifically. However, being the party pack, it's not just limited to You Don't Know Jack. There's also Fibbage, which is the game you see behind us now, which is basically telling lies that are believable enough for the questions asked that your friends believe them and give you points. Sounds complex, but it's really not.
It's essentially a psychopath's dream.
Yes, correct. You've got Drawful, which is basically Pictionary with more risque material.
Yep.
You've got Word Spud, which is basically try and add a word onto the end of the word that you're saying so that the next person gets. It's like hot potato with words.
And then there's also Lie Swatter, which is the game throws various statements at you. You have to figure out whether it's telling a truth or telling a lie.
Yes, so there's lots in it, and for the money that you pay, it's fantastic value. Like, it is party game like extraordinaire.
Even if you ignore the clearly inferior games, of course, we're talking about Word Spud and Lie Swatter, even if you just rely on You Don't Know Jack, Drawful, and
Fibbage.
Yes, you still are getting a lot of party value out of those games.
Yeah, and I think the best thing about it is it takes a lot of the fun of things like Cards Against Humanity has become so huge and mainstream now. But everybody knows what the cards are, so at least in this you kind of make your own. You know what I mean? So it's still about playing your audience. All of these games are about playing your audience in the sense that you want to know what they're going to guess, you want to know how to elicit that kind of response. But it just remains to be seen whether it still remains fun. And I think in this situation, it absolutely does.
And just even more importantly for a party game, it's accessible.
Yes.
Because I've taken this to all sorts of circles, whether it be the New Game Plus crew who are literally playing behind camera right now, as well as co-workers, family, friends. They all simply leap into the game
with varying
vigor,
levels of depravity in their answers. But the great thing with it is you don't actually need anything beyond either the computer or the console you're running it on, because it's all done through smartphone. So you log onto the site, pick your particular code for the game, like the unique code for the one you're playing, and then you're all playing together. So you can use it on your phone, your tablet, a web browser. Like, people don't even have to be in the same room as you. Yeah, it's not as fun, but you can have people at home playing because they're still going to get the prompts at the right time.
It removes that problem of having the X amount of controllers for a party game,
So I guess the big question is, it's been out for a while in America. It's come out here. Is it still worth a look? Absolutely. I think there are some great party games that never die. Joust, this, maybe something like Smash. But I think that if you have a lot of time with friends, like lots of get-togethers and stuff, Jackbox Party Pack is great fun.
And you're not telling a lie there, are you, Jason?